Hey, Lowco sports fans, welcome to Lowco Pigskin Live. I am Justin Jarrett. He's Wes Kerr. That guy's Marcus Walsh from WHHI-TV, who I muted because for some reason when we have guests, they don't automatically mute when we go into a video. So anyway, a little inside baseball on the production side of things. But it is week 9 of the high school football season. It is mostly in the books. It is for our purposes, I think. There's a couple games out there in Charleston that are still trying to finish. And in fact, Barnwell and Woodland will finish on Monday. And you said, Wes, there's like a minute and a half left in Hanahan Phillips
Yeah,
Simmons.
the Hawks
Hanahan
have a
about to
3-point
seal it.
lead. They have the ball with about a little over a minute left, and they got 3rd and 5 at the midfield. So if they get a first down, they've got to be pretty close to icing the game. So
Yeah.
they're literally one play away potentially winning the football game, and now they have to
Yeah.
beat it out. So that can be a very tough thing for a team,
bananas.
especially when you're that close to a huge win over Phillips Simmons, which
That's way
really
frustrating.
shocking everybody right now how close that is.
Yeah, you kind of called it. You alluded to it on game day, and I was like, nah, I think Phillips Simmons is pretty good. But no, Hanahan getting her done. Very impressive. I knew the Rivera dude was legit, but that's impressive from them. We already have a friend in the green room. We're going to get to him in a little bit. Let's run down the scores. We have Bluffton 21-6 over May River. You fellows were there. Bobcats get the first against the Sharks since 2017. Long time coming for them. Nice win there. And we've got one of the stars going to talk to us in a bit. Brandon Bryant from Bluffton will make a return appearance on the show. I don't think he's been on this show. He was on a different show, but they're all the same to me. James Island 38-0 over Hilton Head. They suspended that one in the third quarter due to lightning and just went on home. Lucy Beckham 35-0 over Colleton County. So that's all your Region 7 4A. Beaufort 54-12 over North Charleston. Jaden Andrews and Samari Bowens 3 touchdown runs each. Caleb Ulmer had a scoop and score early on. Ridgeland Hardyville 36-22 over Edisto. It was 12-0 when I left.
Playoffs,
They got
baby.
up to 18-0. So
Playoffs,
playoffs. Jags get to keep chopping. That's 4 dubs for the Jags. That's 4 dubs. Pretty cool. Yeah. Whale Branch rolled 55-12 over Branchville. They were down 6-0. They gave up a kickoff return touchdown to open the game, and then Branchville got an onside kick, and apparently Hatcher was not happy. But Whale rolled after that, 55-12. Efforting KJ and Bradford Thompson. Alonzo reached out to me. He told me they had the biggest games tonight. They should be the guests. So he was going to get them the link. So hopefully we'll get them on later. Carlton Prep 28-9 over BA. Cole Davis took over in the second half. I saw the Patrick Henry boys out there. That was fun. We made a reel together, and Cole Davis will be joining us later too. Back into the show. Pinewood Prep 56-20 over Thomas Hayward. The Kings Academy gets the dub 40-6 over the Mighty Stingrays of Cross on homecoming, and haven't found a Holy Trinity score yet. So those are your scores. You guys were at Bluffton. So was the guy in the green room. Let's get him in here so he can get on with his night and celebrate. We got Brandon Bryant coming back on the show. What's up, buddy?
How you doing?
Congratulations, sir. I know it has to feel good getting that dub against the crosstown rival. And you're in a house divided because your older brother was a Shark. And you're a Bobcat, so that's kind of fun. Tell me a little bit about the game tonight and just about what it felt like afterwards to celebrate with your teammates after getting that big win over May River.
It was a great team win. We came in knowing that was the plan to win the game from the jump. So it was no doubt when that buzzer sounded. We knew that we were going to win the game. We never doubted ourselves at all. So it was just kind of surreal to win that game after 7 years. It's been a long one.
And you made a big impact. He had 8 catches, 97 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And you guys were hooking up on those screen plays. Tell me about the connection between you and Owen Bays and how this offense has really taken a step up from the start of the season to now. And it was a great compliment. The run game was producing with Jake Ridgway, and then with Jeremiah Curry, had a couple of good carries along with Ethan Golfin. So it really was a good mix of running pass plays. And then when you got the rock, you made it count every time.
Yes, sir. Our offense is just coming together every week. We're getting better every week. Me and Owen's connection it's just getting stronger. It's been strong since the beginning of the season. He's been giving me the ball, making me make plays. But our running back core is getting deeper. Ethan, he was at wide receiver at the beginning of the year. We put him back at running back, so he's back there tilting rock again. And then Jake, he's a horse back there, coming from Mayor. Good to see him get his win over Maryver. He was over there last year. And then Jeremiah Curry comes in whenever we need a couple yards. Just that big, strong running back that's gonna push it forward on the fourth down. And we got a bunch of receivers on the outside: Kyler, Carnell, and Nate. We can all make plays. They get the ball to us in open field, and it's not going to be good for the team.
Brandon was our player. Brandon was our player of the game in the broadcast of the Bluffton Bowl on WHHI Sports TV tonight. Obviously, Daniel Court was able to talk to him, and we had the entire team there with us with the post-game show. Had Hayden's son make a very, very cute appearance as I interviewed him first, and then we went to break, and Daniel talked to Brandon. But Brandon, you got to talk about this offensive line too, and what they were able to do, and what they have been able to do to help protect for you and Golfin and Ridgeway and the plethora of guys that you have, and certainly Owen Bass as well. So give a little shout out to your offensive line and tell us what they've been able to do to help you guys succeed, especially on the offensive side of the ball and throughout this year as a team and as a really good unit.
Yes, sir. Our offensive line is great. It all starts with our center, Chamber Eldridge. I think he's our best player. He could be one of the best in the region. I think he has the ability to do that. He's grown all 4 years. I've been playing with him since I was just about 6 years old. He's always, when I played quarterback in youth ball, he was my center. So this is growing up and playing with him. It's getting surreal. That's going to be one of our last games soon. But we got a lot of good tackles, guards. Gavin Kerr, he's going to be great. He's going to go to college for a long snapper. And then we got Devin Grant on the outside. Then we got Elijah Chris that rotate more on the edge. We're all great. They're all great. Get us those yards. There's some hard-nosed boys down there.
How about the defense too?
Yeah, I was gonna say that defense. You know, they had been kind of maligned early on. Like the tackling was kind of poor against Jenkins and a couple other times, but I was impressed with what they did against James Island last week, and then obviously tonight to hold May River to 6 and do what they did against Tanner. Brag on that defense a little bit. You get to watch them a lot from the sidelines. So what do you think?
Our defense taking a big step, like you said last week against James Island. They took the biggest step in this whole week. During the week leading up to Maryver, we knew that our defense were to perform the same way they performed against James Island. There was no doubt that we were going to come out with this dub because we stopped James Island so well. Our offense just didn't have the best game ever. I feel like we could have won that game the way our defense played. Yeah. But I knew that our defense was good enough to stop Tanner and those running backs coming from the backfield. So we knew we were going to get that win with that defense playing the way they were.
Describe your excitement and emotion after winning a rivalry game like this, especially you're going up against a bunch of guys on that May River team, and you guys wanted to make a statement just as they did. So, to describe your feelings and emotions going into this week and how sweet it was to finally get that rivalry win back for Bluffton, first time since 2017, and to notch a huge victory in terms of you guys securing that playoff spot as well.
It's crazy. It doesn't even seem real. Whole week we talked about this game. This win would give us a home playoff game. So there was no sadness about this being our last home game because it was senior night or this or that, because we knew that if we went out there and handled business, we'd have another home game. It's just crazy to think about. It's been 7 years. We've always known that we could be the big dog in the town, but we just had to put it all together. And Coach Greg came in, gave us the tools to do that, and now we're back on top, and we'll be that way for a while.
You guys definitely got some people coming. Yeah, go ahead, Marcus.
No doubt about it. We've certainly talked about Hayden Gregory and the culture change in just 2 years. I was so impressed with him. Justin and I, Lisa Richardson, who also is with WHHI, and Joe Keith, also with WHHI. We were all there at that press conference, and we were all super impressed with the energy and the environment that he brought when he first came in. Talk about what it is like to play for a guy like Hayden Gregory and how he has turned the tide, if you will, with this Bluffton program in just a short time.
It's great. The way he is like on us every day. We know that we have to come in and work every day. There's no days off. We work throughout the whole summer. We do it every day, day in and day out. There's just no off days with him. And the way we run our offense is just tempo. We go fast. We do it in practice every day. We don't practice just by ourselves. We scrimmage almost the whole practice. We get that working every day. It's just the tempo part of it. In the offense, we are the first team in Beaufort County to really fling the ball how we do. We put the ball in the air, and we're going to do it every game because we know that on the edge, we got the receivers to make those plays. And then if they give it to us, we'll run it with our top running backs.
It's got to be a lot of fun too, right?
Oh,
yeah, so fun to catch that ball.
Yeah. It's nice when you're able to go out and get it so many times and you have that air raid offense. Owen Days has certainly grown as a quarterback in front of our eyes from his time in Hilton Head last year and now to this season, just looking at his journey throughout this year. What's impressed you the most about how he's grown as a player and as a leader, as an example setter for you guys this 2023 season?
I'm proud of Owen. He's growing a lot. Coming from Hilton Head they did their little 2-man rotation with him. I knew that he was the better quarterback there, but he came here for an opportunity, and we gave him that opportunity to take. He's doing the best of that opportunity. I think he's number maybe 6, one top quarterbacks in the state with the most yards. He's doing what he came here to do, and when he's out there on his feet, it's amazing. He can run the ball. He can do whatever he wants. I'm proud of him for stepping up and taking a leadership role in our program as quickly as he did.
Now, you guys still got one more piece of business to take care of before the playoffs. You got Colleton coming. You're going up to Colleton next week, rather. They're definitely improved this year. What do you know about them so far, and what do you expect on Friday night?
I'm not knowing much about them yet, just the film that we've watched on Mayover and them playing, so just like little small things. But I'm sure that our coaches meet every Sunday. They're going to meet, and they're going to make a game plan that's somewhat unstoppable. We're going to go out there and we're going to against Colleton in week 1 in the playoffs, hopefully get a win at home, and then just go through the playoffs as it is.
Yeah, right every game one at a time at this point of the season, but obviously still some business to take care of against Colleton. But what would that mean to be able to not just win this rivalry game, but to also host a postseason game in front of those fans and bring those students back for another Friday night under the lights?
I don't know how long it's been, but I'm pretty sure 2016 was the last time we hosted a playoff game at Bluffton. It would mean a lot for us to bring one home, and I know it would mean a lot to Coach Greg to show that the most, like what he's done for our program and how he's grown it so quickly. It would mean a lot just to get us on the field. I know that if we're at home, we play much better. I know I play much better. My top games have been at home this year. So I know if we get at home, I feel confident with the win.
All right, Brandon, we appreciate it, man. Congratulations on the big dub and on a great season so far. I mean, it's been terrific, and you still got basketball to go. Hoops season going to be fun too. I know you're looking forward to that.
How excited you to get back out there on the court?
I completely forgot about that. I'll be doing the play-by-play for WHHI for basketball as well. Kevin Libby will be joining me, so I'm looking forward to that even more already just hearing that.
Heck yeah.
Remembering that.
And you got a new coach. How's it going over there? You like the new coaching staff?
He's great. He's a winner. He's taken a lot of championships, and right now I'm not in the gym with them, but as they can, they get in the gym and they're working. I feel good about the season. Carnell, my other receiver, he'll be there too. We'll be good.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Awesome. I'm looking forward to being in the gyms. I saw a bunch of the Ridgeland guys tonight. They're excited about basketball season. So, well, thanks, Brandon. We appreciate it. Enjoy your weekend. Bask in the glory for the weekend. Back to work on Monday.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Have a good weekend, buddy. Great job tonight.
Kid can play. Whatever you're playing, he can play. Pick him on your team. He can play. Yeah, it really doesn't. He's just a gamer. He's an athlete, and he's a competitor, and it shows. It shows whenever he's between the lines. Really nice win for Bluffton. Yeah. I mean, it really was. And again, defensively, I knew they'd probably score 20 to 30 points, somewhere in that range, but holding May River to 6, I didn't really see that. That's impressive.
I think you look at part of the game which really determined the outcome, and it was when Owen Bayes made that one mistake. You talked about, Bayes was going to make some mistakes in this game. They did, but remember what I said. If May River gets a pick, they got to cash in. They didn't cash in. Bluffton's defense held. It's every big moment, Bluffton's defense had the answer and had the stop, whether it was big Jeremiah Curry making a play or a bunch of other guys like Sebastian Tollefson, James Garvin, Shane Whitaker, Josh Bond, Chris Doyle. So many guys that flew to the football and just blew up that May River rushing attack. And I will tell you this, Jordan Williams had a nice game. He went 7 for 49. Tanner Mason went 1 for 58. So that was the job, as you said. Stop Tanner Mason.
Make somebody else beat you.
Jordan Williams did, but it didn't go to that effect in terms of what they wanted, because they relied mostly on Tanner Mason. He was bottled down, and Jordan Williams could only do so much. So they stopped the main guy, and they forced Williams to make some plays, but he wasn't able to make enough of them. So, and just on third downs and fourth downs, it seemed like Bluffton was able to find the stop and make the plays.
I was gonna say it didn't sound like they ran a ton of plays based on those stats. So it sounds like Bluffton did a good job of getting off the field on third and fourth down and keeping the ball in their hands. So that's a great win.
Even early in the game, when they were able to find success, they were able to buckle down and hold them to 3 points and force a couple field goal drives. I will say this: I think May River. I was surprised they punted as much as they did. I think they had one possession where they had it to near midfield. It was a 4th and medium around midfield.
Yeah.
You gotta go for that.
Yeah,
you gotta go for that.
Yeah, I think so in high school football.
Yeah.
I think so.
And I said the same thing to Daniel as well in some of those key moments that May River caught some breaks, especially the interception that Wes was just talking about. I went nuts when that ball was picked. And I was just like, you need to make some plays and convert on this opportunity. And exactly what you said, Wes. Unfortunately, they were not able to do that in a couple of key opportunities that they had early in the game specifically. And I mean, Owen Bayes, Brandon Bryant, Ethan Golfin. I was really impressed with him as well, running in between the hedges and doing a great job. The offensive line was just outstanding. And this was truly a team win.
Let's talk about Bluffton just moving big picture, because that's a team that played James Island tough. You got to give them credit for how they did on the road in a game like that. Now they get Colleton, which is certainly
a lot of credit. Yeah.
But if they can,
at Colleton's not a cakewalk. It's kind of trappy. Especially if they're already talking about, we just clinched a home game. Well, not really, not actually. There's still some moving parts there.
Right. I think they have to win again to clinch the home.
Yeah, they need to win to for sure clinch it. Otherwise, you could possibly get into a tiebreaker situation if May River beats Hilton Head. And so, and I don't know what all that is. We don't need to get into all
the tiebreakers. That's the fun of week 10. You get to
that'll be bananas. But getting into
speaking of which, we got a final from Charleston. Hanahan 37, Philip Simmons 34. Chaos has been built in Region 8-3A.
Well, because now Philip Simmons beat Buford by a bunch, and now Hanahan beat Philip Simmons by 3, and now.
Do we have a definitive what is the tiebreaker? Isn't it points allowed?
It depends. It's region by region. Each region has their own tiebreaker.
Okay.
For example, in 6-2A, it's point differential among the tied teams, but it's capped at 17. In some region, it's capped at 15 or 13. And then the second tiebreaker in 6-2A is points allowed among the 3 teams. So
there's no cap in 8-3A. There's no cap in differential.
I have no idea what their tiebreaker is in 8-3A. I'll have to find that out. That's what I'm saying is each region has their own. I happen to know what 6-2A's is because I talked about it tonight with somebody. But no, that 3 seed, if Bluffton gets it, would put them against the region 5-3 seed. And then you'd see the region 6-1 seed in the second round. So that's no bueno. But you got to play them sometime.
Yep.
But you'd get a home game round 1, which is awesome.
That's nice.
That'd be clutch. I didn't realize it'd been that long. 2016. Gosh. It's been a while. There used to be a lot of them for a while there. We got spoiled. Had
in crib
playoff
days,
games.
you were big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a lower state championship game
Yeah.
there with Everett Golson. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was really fun. That was a hype night. But great win for Bluffton. Great win for Ridgeland getting into the playoffs. I got a little bit of Ridgeland footage. I got some Winston Smith for you. He scored the first 2 touchdowns. He's pretty good. Ooh, yeah. Dragging him.
Oh man.
He got to the 1. He scored on the next play, but that one's pretty fun. I just like that stiff arm. It's pretty nice. Pretty good. Boom. Got to see our boys Livingston and Singleton as well.
It's been a fun Ridgeland team to watch. I'm impressed by how hard they compete and the athleticism and explosiveness of some of those top guys. And this was not going to be a cakewalk in a game where both teams had to win to make the playoffs. But Ridgeland came out as the more energized physical team and deserved winners. And so congratulations to Rodney Barr in that program. Getting the playoffs, albeit a 4 seed, and just getting an extra week, it means a whole difference. You think of it so much more positively when you're able to play into November and earn a playoff berth. So good step in the right direction. Especially you look about the start they had. You go back to that Battery Creek, that incredible win on the road. It's been a really good season for the Jags, and there's a lot to build on now. But now you kind of look to the future, and this is a nice last reminiscing season of Ridgeland as we know it before we go to Ridgeland and Hardyville.
Yeah, and Hardyville's JV is running everybody. They're rolling everybody. Rolling them. Rayleigh's calling offense now. They're rolling people, and so they're going to be interesting next year. They're going to be very interesting. Go ahead.
Especially with the fact that this is the last year of Ridgeland as we know it. I have to go back. I know I sound like a broken record, but I called that May River Ridgeland game to open up our season last year, and from that game to the end of the year, under the regular season, I should say, where they got the 1 win, made the playoffs, and then what we're seeing this year, because that was win number 4 for them that they got tonight, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And
the
that's the most they've had
transformation. The transformation is unbelievable. Plowdenez, certainly Mo Brown and company under Rodney Barr. Good. I mean, they're doing just absolutely great stuff. Keep it up, fellas. It's really, really cool to see.
Yeah, and they got a winnable one at home next week with Allendale, non-region game before the playoffs, so they could get to 5-5.
Yeah,
that'd be something
really
else.
Solid season.
That's awesome.
That'd be something else for them. So good stuff there. Beaufort rolled 54-12. Jaden Andrews 3 touchdowns, Samari 3, Caleb Ulmer scoop and score, Elias Johnson touchdown run. Wasn't really competitive. They blew them out pretty early. So Beaufort versus Hanahan next week, and we could have that 3-way tie. Could be fun. So yeah, Beaufort wins. It's a 3-way tie. If Hanahan wins, they win the region, and then Beaufort slides to the 3.
Yeah. Beaufort probably has to. Beaufort's going to have to win style points. I'm guessing. Since they got beat pretty badly by Philip Simmons. So.
Yeah, and it still could end up, because usually it's you break the first tie first, so like they could still end up to 3 even if they win potentially.
Yeah,
depending on how the tiebreaker is.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to sort through this week. I'm sure Libron will have it all figured out by Monday or Tuesday. But Whale Branch rolled 55-12. We thought we might have friends from Whale Branch. We haven't seen them yet. They might be at the Waffle House. They sometimes call us from the Waffle House. Carleton Prep 28-9. I got a little bit of video from that as well, but we'll hang on to it for now because Cole Davis is coming on, I think. He said it would be later, though. So we'll see if we see him. Pinewood 56-20 over Thomas Hayward. Kings Academy 40-6 over Cross. And we're still looking for Holy Trinity. Wes, what do you want to talk about, man?
Yeah, let's we got Skiza coming up later
I guess we
on.
can do some sponsors
Yeah.
first of all.
Yeah,
MVP sponsors, Megan Jarrett, my wife, Megan Jarrett, the realtor from Pierce Group of eXp Realty. Tonight she was on Taylor Swift duty. She took Finley to the Eras tour with some friends. They dressed up and everything. It was good times. So they Swiftied out. Megan Jarrett is the official realtor of Lowco Sports, and she would love to help you find your forever home here in the Lowco, or maybe starter home, investment home, whatever you need. We'll help you find it. And when we find it, we will make sure it is the one for you by calling on Homegrown Home Inspections, the official home inspectors of Lowco Sports, and they will check it out, make sure it's good to go. And then we'll go sign the papers with the Mickelson Law Firm, the official real estate closing attorneys of Lowco Sports, our OG sponsors since 2017. Gave myself an extra year there. Shout out to Ryan and Tiffany, great law firm here in Bluffton that will serve all your legal needs. And Hospice Care of the Low Country, the official hospice care of Lowco Sports. And they're just the best over there. They do many things, and also offering free grief counseling to the community. So love Hospice Care of the Low Country. Somebody, Facebook user, said Taylor Swift will be president. Yeah, I mean, probably, if she wants to be. All she has to do is run. And it'll be over. Those are our MVP sponsors this season, and we appreciate them for helping us bring you this grassroots local sports coverage. So what were you going to tell us to talk about before I interrupted you and talked about something else, Wes?
Well, obviously, we'll get to Skeezy games a little later when we talk with Cole Davis. But, just going back to 4A and what we could see coming up next week, because Bluffton against Colleton, Hilton Head, May River. That one could be for a playoff berth.
I will be there.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
Yeah,
Thursday night.
Yeah, because
that's going to be a great game.
It is Thursday night, isn't it?
Hilton's
so Hilton Head,
May River's 1-3. Colleton would also win. So it's going to be another convoluted scenario.
Yeah, Hilton Head would have to win and Colleton lose for it to be a three-way tie, and then point differential would come in. So that'd be interesting if we get into that. Oh, we have a friend.
JJ, real quick, did I hear you just say that game's Thursday night next week?
I believe it is. Hilton Head, May River. I think it may be on Thursday night. Wes said that, right? And I think that's correct.
Okay.
That's right. Misa points out that 4A also has 3 lower state at-large bids. So
Jeremy know about
somebody's probably getting one of those.
Right. Although in the past they gave some to upper state teams.
Right.
But we'll see how that. So it's possible that you could have number 5 seed slip in, but you never know how the at-large process will go. But yes, I can confirm. Once I mute this tab, that it will be a Thursday night kickoff on 7:30 p.m. May River at Hilton Head.
My bad, Marcus. I think I may have led you guys astray. We may have to. You may have to pivot. But we got lots of games next week. They'll be good, and we have a friend in the green room who wants to talk Beaufort High football. Jimmy Searson. Jimmy, what's up, buddy?
Jimmy.
Big win for the Eagles tonight. Jaden Andrews and Samari Bonds running all over them per your updates on ScoreStream. So give us a little more insight and detail into how the Eagles rolled tonight.
Yeah, Beaufort completely dominated this game. North Charleston didn't score until the second half, fourth quarter. But Samari Bonds looked good throwing the ball and running the ball, and of course Jaden Andrews and the other running backs looked pretty good too. But Beaufort looked good tonight, and I heard Hanahan beat Philip Simmons, so the Beaufort Hanahan game next week's gonna be huge.
Yeah, so obviously if Beaufort wins, we would have a little 3-way rock paper scissors style tie at the top of 8-3A. We'll have to go into all the tiebreaker scenarios, but just describe more about this Beaufort win. Obviously, running game had a strong performance, but who are some of the standouts, especially on the defensive side, that were able to hold down North Charleston and pick up a senior night win at home. Senior night's always a nice. It's emotional, bittersweet. So always important to get that win for the seniors.
Yeah, I was glad to see Buford get this win for all the seniors. I think there's 23 seniors on Buford's team. So it was great to see them honored tonight. But Will Cotting had another big night on defense. And Rivers had a good night tonight on defense. Don Camacho had another good game. So the Beavers defense played lights out tonight, really. So I was really impressed with the defense. Hopefully they'll continue to play like that, against Hanahan next week.
Well, let's preview that one real quick, because you got Kavan Rivera, who's become one of the most talented backs in 3A, and then you're going to have to go against him. So, it's going to be a battle out there to see if you can stop Rivera, and this Hanahan offense has been electric in the back half of the season. So, have you studied a little bit about Hanahan? I've obviously got some time, a week before the contest, but tell me about your initial thoughts on this matchup that could potentially result in a three-way tie for the region title.
Yeah, from what I've watched on Hanahan, they started out the season slow. They didn't look that good at first, but Rivera, man, he's a good running back. He's one of the best ones in the state. But from what I've seen, they mainly run the ball, but their quarterback, he has a good arm, and he could hurt you, passing the ball too. So Buford defense got the work cut out for him next week. But I think they could get the job done, but it is going to be a tough game.
No doubt. Tough play. It's on the road too, right? Tough place to play. Yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah, it's at Hanahan, and Buford had won at Hanahan in a long time. But yeah, it's tough to play there.
Yeah, they don't like each other. Not much at all.
No, you're right.
Going back to
that.
baseball season and all that. It got kind of ugly at the end of baseball season. So that'll be fun. That'll be a good one. Looks like Buford's playing well, though. That week off probably helped, just get fresh and get feeling right and everything. And you never know how you'll respond after that week off, but when you come out and hit on all cylinders, that's usually a good sign. So I expect them to be very competitive next week. Should be a great game, and I know you'll be there.
Yeah, I'll be there, and I'm already, really excited about it. It should be one of the games of the state. One of the best games of the state next week.
I think so.
It's going to be a huge game.
Oh, no doubt. And we got another friend ready to join us, I think.
Speaking of another big game coming up next week.
Speaking of another big game coming up next week, yes. WSAV-CW Friday Night Blitz game of the week. We got Whale Branch and Bamberg Earhart. And we got Bradford Thompson, I think, with us. He may be having some connection issues. We're going to try it. Bradford, you got us, man?
Yes, sir.
It's dark over there. We can't see you, but we can hear you. Congratulations on another big win, man. Warriors still rolling. Tell us a little bit about how it unfolded tonight. I know it started a little rough. Branchville ran back the opening kickoff, got the onside kick. Coach Hatcher was a little mad, huh?
Yes, sir. We came out when they scored, that low key kind of put us down. Like it kind of messed up our momentum. But we had to bring it back up come second half because we were playing sluggish first half. But once I got the first touchdown, first score, and that's when the momentum started to kick off. So I'm like, all right, we got something moving. Then from here on,
well, someone called you a dude today. Someone called you a dude today in the comments. So I'm in full agreement with that, and I'm sure you live in a strong dude-like game for the Whale Branch Warriors. So tell me, describe me more about your performance and how you guys got it done against a pesky Branchville team tonight.
It's really a team effort for real. We played a little sluggish in the first half. They got it right. They fixed their little mistakes or whatever, little things. And, they just defense, they fixed that. And we just been ever since we just been doing good. Offense doing good. O-line, we got them down blocking and all that. They were just doing a good thing out there.
Yeah, KJ also balling out once again. I understand. It's fun to watch him, but man, you guys have so many weapons. How much fun is it to watch? Know that like you had a big night, but you can also look around and see other guys having success as well. I know you guys feed off of that.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's really fun to watch other people succeed for real. Like the fact that the fact that you got dogs on your team and stuff, but they got potential to like do what they can do. It's like it's just surprising. It's like we care for them. We really appreciate that.
You guys have been so close these last few years to getting over that hump and going deep in the playoffs. I think this year's looking really good. I think the promises are really good for you guys, and I think it really speaks to how you guys have bonded as a family, especially you guys as seniors, upperclassmen years. I mean, tell me about how you guys have really bonded, especially this season. To Cage's senior, you guys want to get done this year and bring home that state title.
I mean, yeah, it's hard, man. It's my senior year. I got no choice but to go out all of it. I gotta get a ring because it's like I've been wanting to, like, ever since like our old team or whatever and stuff. But ever since we had them, we was doing good. But it was just like we had upset moments at times and stuff, and we was low key falling apart. But to actually have a team this year to actually come together and talk about their little mistakes and stuff and correct their mistakes was actually a big win for real.
Right on, man. Big win next week, Bamberg Earhart, or as Coach calls them, Bamberger Earhart. You guys obviously have had that one circled on the calendar all year. You were talking about it at the furniture place, and now it's next week. So how excited are you to strap it on Friday night at home against those guys?
I'm actually excited. I really am because it's like I've been really going back and forth with them ever since. Well, I think my sophomore year, if I'm not mistaken, I was going with them ever since back and forth. Cause like they competition, so it's like it's really competition. So it's like I just love actually playing them because they'll actually show you like your true potential and stuff like that, and what you are capable of doing.
You played a football game when you play those guys. That's for sure.
It's gonna be a war, and
yes,
to start with your offensive linemen who have done a great job. Just give some of them a shout out and talk about how important it's been to get that strong blocking from your teammates and offense rolling KJ Chisholm and company rolling on the ground with that offensive line.
Also, and Shady Fun.
Oh, we got all kind of stuff going on over there. Yeah, tell us about that offensive line. Big tots in them.
Oh yeah, Todd. Yeah, he always doing his thing. I give him his props. He always doing what he gotta do. Down block, make sure he climb to the linebacker, get his snaps. He do. I really appreciate the whole line for real, because if it really wasn't for them, we wouldn't be at where we at right now. I really appreciate them.
No, sir. There'd be a bunch of guys tackling you when you're trying to run instead of having a big hole to run through. It makes a world of difference. But, we appreciate you hopping on with this, man, and we'll let you get on with enjoying your weekend. But congrats to the Warriors, and I can't wait to get on the call next week. I get to Seabrook next week, so it's going to be good times.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. We'll see you then.
All right.
All right. Shout out to Bradford for hopping in with us, and shout out to our varsity sponsors. We have DDS Web Design, building, maintaining, and hosting custom websites so that you can do more with your business. Get found online and grow your business through DDS Web Design, DDSHHI.com. Tell them the Lowco sent you, and they'll get you set up with a new and improved website with search engine optimization built in so you can get found online. And then we have the Parker Law Group, our friends who have been serving legal needs across Hampton, Jasper, and Colleton counties for years. And now they've jumped in with us to help us continue to expand our coverage in those areas and shine a light on deserving student athletes and teams like the Patrick Henry boys I saw tonight at Carlton Prep, and the Hampton County boys who got the night off tonight went and played Top Golf last night. I heard Hezzy's Top Golf was even funnier than Kayvon's. He looked like one of those collapsing laundry things when he was swinging the club because he got long levers. Hezekiah Abram, goalie / receiver / basketball player. Love that kid. Funny kid. But anyway, those are our varsity sponsors, DDS Web Design and Parker Law Group. You can join them by hitting me up at locosports@gmail.com, LOWCO sports@gmail.com. So, fellas, more foosball. More of the foosball. Jimmy, did you see Ridgeland got the dub? They got 4 wins now. They're in the playoffs. Nice dub for Ridgeland.
Yeah, that's a good win for them. I saw that, and I actually picked Ridgeland to win and to pick them. So I'm glad to see Ridgeland doing well this year. They deserve it.
Yeah,
they sure do.
4 wins, so the chance possibly 5 for the end of the season. Then they'll play one more in November, which is always the goal. We'll be playing into the postseason and have an extra week and maybe another one. You never know. So we'll see how the Wellbridge Warriors fare as we get towards just 1 week left. The rest of the season.
1 week.
It goes by way too fast.
Who does Ridgeland have next week?
They have Allendale. In a non-region. These guys made the prediction though.
What you got to say?
We had some kids here. They wanted to tell me who was going to win.
The score prediction going to be against the Jaguars and Esther. Esther going to have 7. The Jaguars going to have 45.
45-7. All right, you heard it here first. What's your name?
Timmy.
All right, Timmy says 45-7. We're gonna put it on reels. What y'all got? What score y'all got?
35 to 46.
35-46. Who wins? Jags?
Yeah.
46-35. Man, it's gonna be a high scoring game in your world.
20-40.
20-40.
Yeah.
Jags win?
Yeah.
All right, y'all got the Jags. All right, everybody's with the Jags on this one.
They all won their bets.
Good picks.
Yeah, excellent picks. I think they were homers, but nonetheless, excellent picks. But that was fun. That was one of the more fun things that happened tonight. They're just like, "Hey, I got something to say." I'm like, "All right, let's say it. Let's go."
I love when the kids interact. The younger kids and some of the students. It's always fun to see their excitement for sports in the Low Country, and especially those kids who like a lot of young people are involved with just in terms of with the sideline efforts and. Whether it's bringing waters or bringing extra football, the ball boys, it's cool to see everyone who's involved with, especially when you talk about like JP Peduzzi, who's roaming around the sidelines as a little kid, and now he led the Eagles to a state championship. So that's kind of
or
cool
all
to
the
see
hot
kids
kids
grow up.
And then I also got to see
that,
man.
Yeah, back in the Lowco. Back in the Lowco. Taking on the Jags.
All the way back home.
We got to be for the Jags, though. They're in the Lowco. But, I love you boys.
Thanks.
I love you boys.
Thanks.
Whoever wins this game, I'm going to be proud of them for making the playoffs. That's what's
Big
up.
thanks.
Here we go. About to kick it off.
Yeah, it took them forever to kick it off, so we won't watch the rest of that. But I did have to show you my boy Singleton. I got to see Singleton and Livingston. They said they're going to try to move Edisto down to the edge of the Lowco, so we got to cover them. I miss those guys. They're good guys, man.
I was just thinking about this with the fact that we have Jimmy on. There was a guy that started working security where I'm at on Hilton Head. And I actually had a chance to talk to him kind of at length heading home tonight. And it's one cousin of one Ron Parker. Isaiah Parker is actually working at the Hilton Head Beach and Tennis. And Larry Jacomot and I were talking to him for like 10 minutes tonight as I was getting dropped off. And I've got to know him a little bit over the course of really the last year since he's been working at the Beach and Tennis. Really super nice guy. And we talked Buford football a bunch. Definitely looking to possibly next year get him on one of our games, especially if we get a Buford home game, which I'm sure we will. We at least try to get one Buford home game a year, it seems. And rightfully so, because the program obviously has done great things over the years. So I just thought of that now. with the fact that we have Jimmy on that I officially introduced myself to Isaiah Parker tonight, and super nice guy.
Yeah,
that's great.
you remember him, Jimmy?
Yeah, I remember him. Yep.
Me
Yeah, I
too.
sure do.
Yep. There's been a lot of Parkers. Speaking of which, I spoke to Justin Parker today. He called me today, and just out of the blue, just wanted to talk about football, and wanted to know what was going on, and who's Buford got tonight, and how's everybody look, and we talked about a lot of stuff. But he's doing well. He's driving a truck. He's living in Indianapolis, and he's driving a truck right now. Thinking about starting his own trucking business like Ron Parker. So Ron and Don did. So it was great to talk with him.
In Indianapolis?
Yeah, he's in Indianapolis right now. Yep.
But I thought he was still at Clemson.
No, he left Clemson a couple years ago. He said, but or maybe he just meant he was in Indianapolis right now. Actually, I think he does have a house in Clemson, but he was in Indianapolis.
Okay.
Maybe that was today. He was driving home tonight, I think. So he may be listening. I told him he should listen to us tonight. So it could be. But JP, man, he was a dude back when it was pretty rare to get dudes through here, and he was a big deal. Like ESPN wanted to know what hat he was going to put on. That was a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Back in the day. So that was fun. What else? We may have Cole Davis coming on. We can talk a little skisa.
Yeah,
a little skisa. Kind of a light slate for our skisa teams because we had 2 play last night and Hilton Prep forfeit. But Carleton Prep 28-9 over Buford Academy. It was 7-3 late third quarter or into the third quarter. Third play of the fourth quarter, Cole Davis punched it in, and they went up 14-3. BA was driving, and then Walker Bryan came up with a pick. Cole Davis broke a long touchdown run, 21-3. Then BA drove again, and Colleton stopped up on the goal line and went 98, 99 yards, and Cole broke another long touchdown run. It was 28-3. I headed for the car, 28-9 final. So Carleton Prep, man, they are 7-3. And if you'd have told me before the season, I'd have said, there's no way. They lost way too much, but it's been impressive. They had a ton of dudes on the sideline too, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Oh, did I?
Ton. They must have suited up everybody in the school.
They have great
Davis
games
boys or something else, though, aren't they?
They really are. I saw their grandmama tonight. She was pretty proud.
Yeah.
She's like, that's my grandbaby after he scored a touchdown.
Yeah,
Was
it's really cool to see how
happy you were there.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of love.
Sports sign, right? The Lowco Sports.
Yeah, they got a banner up. Yeah,
banner.
They gave a lot of love, and Patrick Henry boys were there, so that was fun too. I knew they were going to be there. Wait, Cole says whenever you're ready. Are you in here, Bo? Come on in, Cole.
Here he is.
We're ready for you. He's messaging in the comments. Come on in, buddy. You got the link, right? We're ready for you.
Yeah, just going back to that Carleton Prep program where we wait for Cole Davis. Greg Lang does a heck of a job, and especially this year, we mentioned him as a Coach of the Year finalist when he had to bring that Warhawk team to the state championship, but 7 wins with a team that lost so much, especially on the line, and still having to go against some strong competition. I mean, that's a heck of a job. It takes a village to for everybody to buy in, and you got to have that strong leader.
And there he is. Speaking of the double, strong leaders. There's a strong leader for you.
Yeah.
Hey.
Cole Davis from Carleton Prep joins us. So it's been kind of a mystery for us at times. Is Cole healthy? What's going on with Cole? He didn't play this night. He did play this night. What's been going on? And you look pretty healthy tonight.
I tore my ACL at practice on week 3. Week 3.
You're playing on a torn ACL?
Yeah, it's completely torn.
Oh my gosh!
Holy smokes!
So I didn't play in Branchville, didn't play against Cross, and didn't play against half of Bethesda. And then now I'm back full swing.
Full swing. So like kind of a light tear, I guess, that you were able to play
No,
through. And
it's
no, you said full tear. You're playing
Full tear
through a
of the ACL.
fully torn ACL.
fully torn.
Wow.
Are we dealing with a lot of pain?
Went out. I've had it happen about 8 times. It'll pop on out and it'll slide back in. And it happened tonight in the second quarter.
Oh, dude.
And it slid right back in, came out for a play, and went back in. It hurts.
Oh man, dude. Oh,
gumption.
I mean, I knew you were a dude, but like
Wow.
now I know that you just did what you did tonight on one leg. I'm a little bit more impressed. That's a heck of a showing. But talk to me, like, yeah, you heard me say it. If you'd have told me you guys are going to be 7-3 at this point after everything you lost last year, I'd have said you're crazy. And especially with you playing with the torn ACL, I'd have said there's no way. Tell me how this team is sitting where you are right now, given the circumstances.
Well, honestly, we should be a lot better than 7-3. All games we missed, we've had 35, 40 missed tackles. Can't win like that.
Mm-hmm.
But we lost 7 seniors, really 7 starters.
Yeah.
Everybody's young, not experienced. Everything's starting to click now, but everybody just plays full speed from the whistle to whistle. So,
Coach Langdale's done a great job, and you've been an absolute warrior out there. But tell me about the offensive line. Obviously, you lost a couple key pieces up there, but you have a couple guys stepping in this year and have done a great job setting the tone for you. So tell me about some of the guys who have made the jump on that offensive line and has helped guide you to this record.
no offensive linemen on our team right now play last year on where they're at. It's a whole new 5, except for Thomas McMillan. He's our guard on our right side. He played left tackle last year. That's the only returner we have. But they're doing way better than anybody thought they were going to do. Everybody thinks they're undersized, but they're stronger than everybody we play. Just push everybody around. When fourth quarter comes, everybody's tired. Nobody's tired on our team. Everybody's faster and stronger. So fourth quarter, walk away.
Yeah, I mean, you guys definitely did that tonight. It was 7-3. When we flipped the field after the third, and before too long, it was 28-3. Did you feel like that was the case, that you guys kind of wore them down and the conditioning came home to roost in the fourth quarter?
Well, Kale started quarterback today, first half of the game, and Caleb and Walker Bryan sat there and ran 24, 25 powers, wore them down. Fourth quarter came, I didn't even run the ball yet. We came in, they were tired. They were focused on Caleb, and we just gashed them left and right. They were just tired.
Yeah, no doubt.
No chance.
So they saved you? They saved you for the second half?
Yeah, that's what we did. I played wide out for the first half and DN, and then came back. We had to make an adjustment because what we were doing, they were just stuffing everything. Yeah. So we knew they were going to stand down to the box, and that's what they did.
Well, obviously, you mentioned the defense having a couple missed tackles, but you guys certainly must have had a solid outing to hold them to what you did. Tell me about some of the standouts that have really risen to the occasion on the defensive side of the ball that really helped out tonight, and you think could continue that effort as you get into the playoffs.
Drew Rushton's probably the best defense player we got. He doesn't miss very many tackles, and he's actually put multiple people out this year in the games. And Raleigh Openhouse, he was playing linebacker, but we had to move him back to D-line. And you can tell that's where he needs to be. He's making plays left and right, chasing people down. And Matthew Blackman, now he's playing both ways, and he's doing really good. And our cornerbacks, they've really stepped it up because in the past we just get passed all over. And now they're holding teams under 100 yards, so that's accomplishment.
Yeah, no doubt. And you mentioned Raleigh. Is he Cowboy?
No, that's Drew.
Drew's Cowboy? All right, so that must be like Drew's granddad in the cowboy hat who's just hollering at the defense constantly because he was on them, man. He was on them, and he's like, come on, Cowboy. So I was wondering who Cowboy was. Drew Rushton. All right. Well, he plays He plays all out, that's for sure. And because if he don't, Granddad's gonna let him know about it. I met your grandma tonight briefly. She was pretty proud.
She's probably loud.
She was loud and proud. Loud and proud. She made sure she knew that was her grandbaby that just scored that touchdown. But no, man, how's your driving been lately? Last time I saw you in person, I think you was waiting on a police report or something.
I haven't had any more incidents after that. That was bad. That was bad.
There was a backing incident in the parking lot at school one time.
My ranch hand destroyed that woman's car.
Yeah, it was a bad deal.
It was against
looking
people
through
to
the
have
schedule.
Yeah, it was.
Looking through the schedule and how you guys did this year. Your first 2 losses, Northwood Academy, of course, that's a strong 3A team. Branchville, that's the 1A high school team. And
Colleton would beat Northwood if they played this week.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right
now. Bethesda Academy, obviously, that's a team that you might be able to go up against in November. So, just talk about where this team stands and what you think you got to do to, if you get another shot at Bethesda Academy, to beat them when it really matters in the playoffs.
I think we figured out how to play some football the past few weeks. Bethesda, you can't win a game being able to get an onside kick. They got 2 onside kicks into the third quarter. When we were getting the ball, it was only down 2 points, and they scored on both those. Then it's already up to 36, and they scored a touchdown late fourth quarter. So it was actually a better game than what the score says.
I got you. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. You can't. You got to shore that up. But no, I thought you guys played with really some serious intensity tonight. The environment was great, man. You had a great crowd. Environment was really good tonight.
Rain scared them off, though.
What's that?
We had a bunch of rain. Everybody left second quarter.
Well, even when I got there in the second half, it was still pretty jumping. It was still pretty good. So it must have been really good before that. But no, impressive showing, man. And I saw Catterton tonight. He's got the hair all grown out. I asked him if he's saving it up for another mohawk, and he said he hopes so. So maybe you guys get a couple dubs in the playoffs, so you get to see that mohawk again.
I hope we see Bethesda again.
That'd be fun.
Hope to see you Charleston Southern in a few weeks.
Yeah,
back for another chance at the state title.
I hope so.
Yeah, man. What do you got on your knee right now? You got an ice pack on there? What kind of drugs you on?
I haven't been doing anything. I've been doing my physical therapy. Haven't taken any of the medicine for it.
Wow.
So
you're more of a man than I am. So
it hurts.
You are some kind of something, Cole. Holy smokes!
It hurts. But
so Cole,
what do you got, Jimmy?
Is anybody looking at you? Any colleges?
I've got a couple. I've got Erskine, and Erskine's offered me. I had Guilford verbally offer. I've got Charleston Southern taking a look, the Citadel, North Greenville. But I want to try to walk on to a Carolina or Clemson and see where I can go from there.
I mean, we see guys. James Blackshear's on the roster now. Jamie and Richard's on the roster now. Chase McCracken's on the roster now. Those are all guys that walked on and didn't have any promise of anything, and they're dressing out and stuff. So, I mean, it can be done. Bet on yourself. If you can play through a dang ACL, Taylor, you can probably do a lot of things, and that's the kind of guy you want in your foxhole, whether he's on the field or not. So, much respect, brother. Much respect.
Oh yeah, I gotta get surgery December 11th, but I might. I'm thinking about playing basketball and baseball, but I gotta see where I can go football first.
Yeah, you should maybe take basketball season off and get that knee fixed up. Maybe.
I'm just thinking if I have the opportunity to redshirt somewhere, and that's what I'll do.
There you go, 10-4. Well, we appreciate it, Cole. Thanks for staying up late with us, man. Get some rest, and we'll talk to you real soon.
Best wishes, Cole. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Man, Colleton County, where the dudes are dudes.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Wow. Playing through a torn ACL. And I'm telling you, now I got to get some video up here of this cat. We got to show you what this guy looked like running on a torn ACL now.
Good.
So I got a little video.
I can't even fathom that.
That's wild.
That is
it's hurting me just thinking about it.
Yeah.
I don't think I got great videos of his runs, but I think this might be something. This might be something. Yeah, this is it. There it goes.
Wow.
That was by far his shortest touchdown run. He had 2 breakaways where he ran away from everybody in the fourth quarter.
I cannot imagine. I cannot imagine just the stress you gotta have, and just the. I mean, you gotta be on your toes when you're dealing with a potentially threatening injury like that. So
it popped out and he just slid it back in and kept playing football.
I mean, my God.
Man, that's toughness like I can't comprehend. That's amazing. That's amazing stuff. But that's what it takes. It takes a dude like that. So impressive stuff there from Cole Davis, and impressive stuff from you guys. Great show tonight. We killed the game. Killed it dead. Let's shout out our Lowco Booster Club, Prime IV Hydration and Wellness, now open in Belfair Town Village. They have monthly memberships too. You can get 1, 2, or 4 drips per month on your monthly membership, which is kind of a cool deal. Rooted Living Wellness in Bluffton, also over in Sheridan Park. They are awesome. Dr. Ambrose is my guy. He worked my neck out the other day. Now I'm feeling all good. No more snap, crackle, and popping. Go see him at Rooted Living Wellness. Barefoot Floor Care of the Low Country. Chris Odom, getting your floors so clean your feet will thank you. Eagle Creations, your full-scale promotional products and custom apparel and custom gift baskets provider over on Argent Boulevard. And the Court Lifestyle Pros, Low Country natives, selling the HHI lifestyle. So, guys, thanks for a great show. It was a great time. Saw Debbie. Good. Yeah, I saw Daniel. Well, you saw Daniel too. I presume.
I was working with Daniel, and Debbie and Liliana came to the game. Got to Debbie and hang out with
great atmosphere at Bluffton, by the way.
Oh,
it was everything you want a rivalry game to be in terms of fan support on both sides. Students were rocking. We had the bands playing. Both bands played together at halftime, which was a ton of fun.
I have to say this too. I had a moment that took me back to like 2005-ish when I was in high school. I was the manager for our basketball team. I have a bunch of connections with coaches that are in this area that are originally from where I'm from in northeastern Ohio. But I had a connection, or I had a moment that made me think of high school. I actually went through that helmet that they have at Bluffton last night, or rather tonight, to get onto the field. That was really cool. That was just a
going through the tunnel,
little thing, going through the helmet tunnel to get out onto the field. And I'm just like, I feel like one of the guys.
It's a cool thing. It's a cool
really
thing.
Cool. Yeah.
I mean, I just remember being a kid and thinking that lining up to form the tunnel was the coolest thing that you could ever be a part of in all the world. And I guess, maybe that's why I still go to a high school football game every Friday night and made it my life. Like, I don't know, man. There's something about it. It's special. It's really special. And, you see it in the little videos, just what's special about it. The little kids running up and, hey, the Jags are going to win, and then like you see the basketball players and they're like, you're coming back for basketball season, right? Like, I don't know, man. It's just the community is all there and it's just a really neat thing. All the little kids are around playing football and, it's my happy place. The football game, the ballpark, it's the basketball gym. Like, it's my happy place since I was a little bitty kid and still is. I love it.
Wes, want to thank you for all your hard work that you helped us with the broadcast tonight, with the stats and everything. Tremendous as always.
Yeah.
And
baby.
Yeah.
Love a team effort. Love a team effort.
Yep.
All right, fellas. Well, thanks so much to all of our sponsors, to all of our guests. We had Brandon Bryant, we had Cole Davis, we had Bradford Thompson. Was that all of them? Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was good times. Thanks to Jimmy for hopping on. Thanks to Marcus Walsh, Wes Kerr. I am Justin Jarrett. We will be back, Wes and I, Monday night to do the lowdown thing. And, we don't know who else might show up. We get good friends on the lowdown. I think Jalen Sneed will join us at some point this week. That was the plan. And then we got One Time. I think One Time's coming Thursday, assuming the Cowboys don't play. I met One Time's wife tonight, Val. Terrific person. She's a saint. But she promised me that One Time actually quiet and calm at home, except when the Cowboys are playing. It's only Hampton County Hurricanes and Dallas Cowboys that get him riled up. Any other time, he's chill as can be. But no, I love me some One Time. But got to see them. They were over there supporting Singleton and Livingston as well. So that was cool. But yeah, should have some great shows lined up this week. We got playoffs continuing in volleyball, tennis, state golf on Monday. We had Claire on last night. She was great. So lots of stuff to talk about this week. And then week 10 coming up. So we'll have lots of coverage coming at you. So we're going to get to bed, get some rest. So until next time, go Lowco.